How's it going, everybody? It's Stas here, and in today's video, we're going to be doing an overall market update, taking a look at the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ. We're also going to be doing a trading update, talking about what I personally did today in the stock market, plus a bunch of stocks and ETFs that I'm watching here, that I'm keeping my eyes on amidst this crazy stock market sell-off that we've experienced here over the past couple of weeks. And as of today, guys, believe it or not, if we're taking a look at that 20% threshold, the S&P 500 peaked into bear market territory as it has officially fallen 20% from the all-time high to the bottom, and we're going to talk about that in today's video as well, plus my thoughts in general on where the markets are headed here. So if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button for me, consider subscribing to the channel, plus join our Discord group chat and our Facebook group, link down below in the description box, and you can also get 2 free stocks from Webull valued up to $1,400 with a deposit of $100, and that's also linked down below in the description box. And by the way, guys, if I sound a little bit weird, I'm sure you guys can already tell. I got diagnosed with the flu today, believe it or not. I was, all of a sudden, I woke up in the middle of the night last night, 3, 4 a.m. I started throwing up. I was having heat flashes. I was sweating, and I went to the urgent care today, and I got diagnosed with the flu. Let's just hope it's the flu, and not that other thing. You guys know what I'm talking about. But they did test me positive for the flu, so hit that like button, actually, because I am in a little bit of pain filming this video, but I still had to get it out for you guys because, of course, the market's my passion, and you guys obviously know that, and we're going to get into the video right now. So, S&P 500, this thing went down almost 5% today, down $140.85, down 4.89%. And in terms of the overall downtrend here today, actually, guys, we hit the bottom. Not the bottom of the stock market, but we hit the bottom of this sell-off that we've been experiencing so far at 2707. And again, this level is from the peak roughly 20%. It's fallen 20% from the peak, meaning as of right now, in terms of that metric going by that 20%, the S&P is in a bear market, and a bunch of stocks, individual stocks, have been in bear markets, and you guys know that if you've been following this market in general. And if you guys watched my video yesterday, we planned for this. We knew, not that we knew 100% because no one's a fortune teller, no one knows what's going to happen, but based on previous moves here in the market, we understood that, the rallies that we're seeing here, most likely those are going to be shortable rallies. We see the rallies, and my strategy, at least, and I know many of you guys have been going by this as well, whenever the market rallies, hop into something like SPXS, TVIX, SQQQ, which goes up whenever the markets in general here are going down. So that's kind of what happened today. We got rejected. Again, we hit that lower low, and at this point, honestly, we may see another leg down before seeing some consolidation and a bounce. And until we see that in tomorrow's session, I'm not going to be making any moves, right? At this point, futures are up. S&P 14 points, NASDAQ 41 points, Dow Jones up about 100 points here. So we may be rallying, but as you all know, the swings are crazy, so I wouldn't be surprised if the futures were to turn red. And that's kind of, again, what I'm looking to see if that happens tomorrow, right? And if we're taking a look at the NDX here, it ended up closing down, the NASDAQ that is, sorry guys, down 4.37%. Down $366. And you notice how the S&P, the NDX, the S&P actually already broke that level at 2750, strong level of support. But the NDX, the NASDAQ here, it's right at that level at around 7,900, 8,000. So for me, in terms of a basic technical analysis here, NASDAQ if we break 7,900, 8,000 heading into tomorrow's session, whenever, right? That could really issue another leg down, in my opinion, to the point where we may sell off another 2-3%, which, again, we could end up playing SQQQ, which goes up whenever the NASDAQ is selling off at a 3x rate, right? So that's pretty much it in terms of the NASDAQ. The Dow Jones today down almost 6%, 5.86% to be exact. Down 1,400 points here, which is absolutely insanity. We broke $24,200. Strong level of support there from the past 2 days of trading. So at this point, the Dow Jones, honestly, guys, it's kind of in free, not that it's in free fall. I mean, it's been in free fall, but the fact that we broke that level of support again at 24.2, we're approaching levels that we haven't been at in a couple years now. So the next level of support I'm really looking at is going to be probably another 1,000 points below from where we are right now at about 22,300. That could be another level of support here, or the next level that we have to keep an eye out on the Dow Jones. So overall, guys, today, panic was in the market. We got the WHO. I'm not going to say that organization. You guys know what that is for the most part because I don't want to get demonetized here, but they said that the CV is now the P word, and it rhymes with randemic. Let's just use code words here because, again, YouTube has been strict. So it's a randemic now, but it's with the P, remember. And this, it's kind of, the market's been waiting for this, in my opinion, and it's been expecting it, in my opinion, as well. And at this point, I really think there's more downside. I don't think we've hit the bottom quite yet. Again, we've seen the major averages here. They've broken major support levels as of today. So if we fell another 5-10% in this market, I really would not be surprised if we were to get down to, let's say, that 25-30% sell-off area. And, of course, at that point, there's going to be even more deals in the stock market. At this point, the stocks in general, I know a lot of people are saying they're screaming buys, but honestly, I don't think a lot of stocks out there, at least, they're still not at dirt cheap prices. They're still not at basement value prices. And that's just my honest opinion, right? If we're looking at Amazon, Microsoft, these big tech names, Apple, I would think they're undervalued if they fell another, let's say, 10% from a long-term perspective, at least 10%. And again, with a lot of those other stocks as well out there that I'm sure many of you guys have been tracking. And in general, let me know your thoughts about that down below in the comments section. So let's talk about what I did today in the market. Again, I have the flu, guys. I just got diagnosed, so I really wasn't active at all in this market today. Other than this morning, I got about a 30-minute to an hour window to trade before I clonked out again. I passed out for a couple hours, which is honestly why I wasn't active in the Discord chat today at all, right? And for me, I got in and out of SPXS pretty quickly. And if you guys were on my Instagram this morning, follow me at StassurFest, by the way. I actually called this out on my Instagram story. So for me, I got in at, excuse me, guys, I think it was 1802. And I set a limit order right at the resistance from the pre-market price here at 1850, and we completed that move fairly quickly, right? Within the first hour 15 minutes in the market. And that was a move of about 2.5%. And the fact that I got the flu today, guys, that is kind of, it led me to lose money. Not lose money, but leave a lot of money on the table, because if I wasn't sleeping during this time here, I probably would have made a couple more moves, either in SPXS, TVIX, but whatever. I have to take care of my body now. Health is wealth. Remember, money is not the only form of wealth here. You have your health, relationships, family, and all that good stuff, friends. You guys know, right? So SPXS, that's all I ended up doing in today's session. You guys can see it's falling after hours. due to the futures pushing up here. But again, anything could happen. We could swing down heading into tomorrow's session. I would not be surprised due to the volatility the market has been experiencing. And speaking of volatility, the VIX today was up 6.6, up 14% here. So needless to say, a lot of volatility in this market. So let's just go through a bunch of stocks here, guys. Not necessarily going to break them down all, but I want to just go through an overview of how some individual sectors here are performing throughout, or some individual stocks in different sectors here, how they're performing throughout this whole outbreak. So let's talk about some finance stocks here, some bank stocks. JP Morgan today down another 4.7%, down $4.74. And if we get another rate cut, which most likely will happen, 50 basis points here in the next couple of days, expect bank stocks to be crushed even more, right? We saw Wells Fargo. It's been doing terribly, down another 8% today. Bank of America down 4% today, down 94 cents, down to the low 20s here. And in terms of major bank stocks, they're getting slaughtered, right? We're seeing travel stocks get absolutely annihilated. AAL, American Airlines, down another 4.3% today. Spirit Airlines, down 6.9% today. We have DAL, Delta Airlines, down 6.16% today. These are the major airlines out there, guys. They're getting squashed. Southwest down 6.7% today. And for me, am I investing in these? No. The truth is no. I think there's further downside in airline stocks. And like I've been saying on this channel for weeks, I think there's more downside in the cruise line stocks as well. You know, CCL, Carnival Cruise Line, down another 10% today. We have RCL, Royal Caribbean, down 14% today, guys. This is getting insane, right? And you got to realize, now that this is a randemic, remember it's a P from based on this CV here. It's a pandemic. Let's just say the word. Who cares? It's a pandemic, right? This is going to further impact all of these stocks over the next couple of weeks, and especially as they're reporting earnings that are going to be very poor, guys, very poor. You have to realize that. And if we're taking a look at some big tech names here, Apple, down $10 today, down 3.47%. AMZN, Amazon, down 3.75%. Down about $71. We have Microsoft down $7 today. We have Google down $64 today, down 5.08%. If we take a look at some spec stocks here, SPCE, Virgin Galactic, was down 11% today. We have CGC, and by the way, the MJ stocks have been slaughtered over these past couple of weeks. CGC down 6% today. We have ACB, Aurora, down 12.4% today. We have Uber down another 10%. And you'll realize, and I'm sure many of you guys already know this, the growth names, the high flyers, they're getting hit a lot harder than, let's say, some of these stocks like the blue chips, like let's say J&J, Coca-Cola, PG, Procter & Gamble, Clorox, right? These are companies that typically through these times like this, they hold up better than, let's say, an Uber, a Square, right? Square, although it's a great company, it's still one of those high flyers to the point where it swings heavily when the markets are volatile, right? It was down in terms of Square here, 7.14% today. MasterCard down 3.85%. That held up pretty well here compared to the markets. NVIDIA got squashed, down 5.6% today. And you guys get the point. The stocks here, most of them are red, but you have to ask yourself, what is your plan when it comes to investing or trading, right? If you're looking to trade this market, understand swing trading is very difficult. You have to understand that the in and out plays here, the day trades, kind of like what I did with SPXS, TVIX, in my opinion, those are the most high probability trades here, in my honest opinion, right? Because with the VIX being up, above $50, it's going to be very hard catching one of these trends to swing trades. So you're going to make money in volatility most of the times here. But let's say on a long-term investing perspective, you have to ask yourself, is this a good value for you if you're looking 5, 10, 15 years out for some of these stocks? And if you want to own a specific company and now it's down 20, 30%, you have to ask yourself, is this a time to get in? Is this a time to buy a little bit? Is this a time to avoid it? This is something that you have to come into understanding for yourself based on your risk tolerance and kind of where you want to take your portfolio over time. Me personally, you guys know because you've been following the channel, right? I'm day trading in and out these days, right? I have a couple swing positions open, nothing too crazy, and I'm buying stocks for the long term. I've been buying Disney. I've been buying Boeing a little bit here, and I have a lot of cash because I want to hedge against the market potentially going down further, and if it does, I'll be able to buy more stocks. That's kind of how I'm viewing it right now. So before I choke to death, guys, because it is getting a little hard to talk here, I'm going to end off the video. So if you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys appreciate me filming this video with the flu and 102 fever, hit that like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and go down below and get your 2 free stocks from Webull. Again, they're valued up to $1,400 with a deposit of $100, and that is linked down below in the description box. So I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks again for watching, for all the support. It means a lot to me, guys. Peace out.